What's good, YouTube family? This is Born Goat TV, and we're back with another one. And today we have Ran for Joe live performance video. So the last Ran video I did was Suey Wooey, as Krista Stefano would say, and that was a very heavy, emotional song. And after that, I've been told to check out this one. I guess this is kind of addressing his friend that he lost at the end of that song. So I wanted to check this out and not only, do this because I want to and that you guys have been commenting, but to also pay respect to Rin and his friend that he lost tragically to unfortunate events, because I hate to see anybody have to go through that. I've experienced it. It absolutely sucks in every way. And I just kind of want to check out what he has to say and where this goes and maybe find out a little bit more information about it. And but before we get into it, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that good stuff, and let's get right into it. So that was pretty much towards the end of the video when he started talking about it. He started doing the heavy breathing and then that piano. Okay, so is this picking up like right after that?
It's hard to take off from the ground when your wings are cut. Your stomach burns when you're drinking from an empty cup. You know the entire ocean came from my tear ducts. I see the world through Fibonacci sequences and double Dutch. I guess there's some that's born lucky, there's some that's not. I tried to cut away my bitterness, hatchet job. I locked my youth inside a trunk, inside a pickup truck, then dumped that whole thing over that same bridge the night you jumped. I think about that sometimes, vividly. What it felt like to look down and see tranquility. One sudden movement in a world of possibility. Only one movement to expose our fragility. I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin.
I like when he says, I miss you and I miss myself. Because when an event like this happens, you lose a part of yourself. Especially with a close friend. All that love and happiness that you guys brought each other is no longer there. And it's like that joy kind of gets sucked out of you to where you're no longer the same person. I feel this way about myself. I used to be a lot different. I used to be very loud and outgoing and the life of the party, as you will. And now I'm very closed off and not to say that I'm not happy, because I am, but I show it in a different way these days. And it's sad because of all of the loss that I've experienced, from friends to family to, very close loved ones. A little bit of you is lost with each and every one that you lose. I think it's very important that people know that and realize that, because I feel like some people feel a little bit broken after an event like this. And as a sense you are, but you're not alone. It's a normal feeling. It's a normal thing because you lose a part of yourself with that person. I just wanted to kind of shed light on that so you guys know that you're not alone in that feeling. Just don't let it get you into such a dark place that you do something that will be regretted.
I fucking miss you, and I miss myself. I miss thinking we were indestructible as hell. I miss chilling by the pier cave and kicking back with Callum, Hugo, Justin, Sega, Stevie and the fucking lads. I miss missing that. I numb myself to close the gap. I never even call them up. Distance is my plaster cast to tell the truth. The day you jumped, my childhood jumped too, but I still can't find the anger. All I find is missing you, man. I miss you. With all my rhymes, I picture running 5 minutes quicker, I'm right on time. I picture pulling you back over the edge and then we're crying, and holding you, my brother, and telling you that it's fine. Not the way that it worked, I was late like a jerk. There's not a day where I can find a way to break from the hurt. Your body missing, so we never got to wave to the hearse. I hope you're listening, I love you, man, I miss you, absurd, fuck. Another domino, it falls. Across the way another's born. How you're supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our...
So they say when a life is lost, another one is born. And it's such a crazy way to think of, because you're losing something so tragic in someone, and yet you're bringing in such a beautiful, joyful person into the world. So many extremes from one end to the other, from losing to birthing. And it's like, how are you supposed to bring this precious person into the world knowing all of the hurt and pain that this world brings? All you can do is try and surround that little boy or girl with as much love as possible. But at the end of the day, sometimes life just is so rude and crude to people. It doesn't matter how much love you put into that kid. It could ultimately end up being like his friend Joe. I just think that's a very poetic way of putting it. And this dude is so talented. It is unreal. There's not many like him, that's for sure.
Supposed to raise a child and give it courage from a storm. In a world that is confusing, contradictions pave our flaws. Some will say we're only human, others judge us for our flaws. Some get born in sheets of satin, some get by in tattered clothes. Some will die before they live, that's just how the story goes. But for those of us still with us, who reside inside our hearts, tell them proudly how you feel. And for those of us who aren't, Freckled angels stand strong. Freckled angels live on. Freckled angels climb higher. Freckled angels still inspire. Freckled angels won't forget you. Teach me to live my life better. 13 years and still I miss you. Now my wings are missing feather. Otherwise I'd come and join you. But for now I'm here on earth, stuck inside this mortal body. But for everything it's worth. Made me braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you.
Made me braver, made me wiser. You know, I face this world with courage, all because of you. So he's taking this very tragic thing that has happened in his life, and he's not letting it defeat him. He's like, hey, you know what? One day we will be connected to, together again, but it's not today. And he's spreading this message, and he's letting people know that you'll be okay. I promise you. I just think it's very courageous of him to really understand, like, this could have broke him to the point where he did something to himself, but he made it a point to, no, I'm going to take this terrible thing that has happened and I'm going to turn it into as much as a positive as I can. And all of that stuff that his friend Joe showed him, he is now bringing to light, because he's like, I'm building off what you showed me. I'm building off of the hurt that was inside of you. And I'm going to try and, build somebody else up and make sure that they know that they're loved, and that I'm going to put this message out there no matter what the industry says, no matter what anybody says, because this is the stuff that needs to be heard. Not that other garbage that's out there. This is the stuff that needs to be heard. I commend this dude. Much respect to him. This is amazing art, and you don't get much better than this.
Braver, made me wiser, made me stronger, made me true, made me face the world with courage. And that's all because of you. Freckled angels laugh the hardest, and their hearts, they are the largest. With their wings they fly the farthest. So I know you're gonna be okay. Freckled angels live the longest, and their minds, they are the strongest. Oh, their friends, they are the fondest. So I know you're gonna be okay.
Wow. It's so beautiful to see this man wear his heart on his sleeve, because you could tell the pain that he's in. You could tell it still hurts, and it will always hurt. But he's doing this for such a greater purpose. He's doing this for more than just himself. Like I said, this is the messaging that needs to get out there. This is powerful in every single which way. Thank you guys for the recommendation. This was amazing. I can't say enough good things about this. This man is such an amazing talent. But with that said, I love you guys' faces, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.